Well, it is back to school time, but that's not always an exciting time for every student out there. A new school year can bring a lot of new stresses, especially for teenagers. Not My Kid, here to teach us about how to win in this area. Moms and dads of teenagers, this is for you. So Vanessa Baker from Not My Kid joining us, and we love when you come on because you've always got great advice, because not only do you work with teenagers and parents, you're a mom of 8?
Six. Well, yeah, 6 to 8.
There you go, absolutely. 6 to 8, whatever.
They all call me mom, but you know.
Exactly, and at some point you just lose count. Let's talk about teenagers and their stresses. What are they most stressed out about, especially as school gets underway?
Well, I think people overthink this as parents and as teachers. Kids are people too. They're just like us. I worry about, am I good enough? Am I going to measure up? Am I going to fit in? I mean, adults worry about the same things as kids. How am I going to get through this heat?
Yeah.
And, walk to the bus and deal with the things that are regular to all humans. The pressure to excel and succeed and measure up weighs on all people.
And fit in.
Right, and definitely to fit in.
Okay, well, let's talk about what we can do as parents, because you and I were talking before this segment, and while we want so badly to help our kids, sometimes that has to do with control, but you say the most important thing we can do to help our kids is, first of all, look at ourselves.
Yes, I'm a really big advocate of self-reflection and looking in the mirror. We want our children to do that, don't we?
Sure.
We do, and it's like, unless we're modeling that type of deep thought and humility and introspection, it's a far reach to expect them to do the same.
There was something you said too off camera that I really loved, because I feel like so often, especially as they become teenagers, we have to let go more and more.
Yes.
But you talked about controlling versus inspiring.
Yes.
Tell me what you mean.
Yes, so we have to just like calm down a lot. We have to back up and calm down, and we have to, and I know these are simple things to say, harder to do, but it takes a lot of inner work and personal work, hard work as adults, to heal from the stuff that makes us so crazy. People will be like, oh, she just pushes my buttons all day long. I'm like, girl, why do you have so many buttons? That is unhealed stuff that kids bring out in us, and that is not their fault. That is our responsibility to look at, like, calming down so that we can connect, and so we can have a chance at inspiring them.
Right. What kind of energy are we giving off, in other words?
So good, yeah. Vibe. It's like a vibe check moment.
And then sometimes too, we want so badly for good things for our kids, but sometimes we have to allow them to fail and stumble a little bit, and that can be really difficult.
Yes.
To stand back, right?
Absolutely. I think it's the hardest thing, and I think it's way harder for the parents, and I've worked with so many kids who are thankful and are explicit in articulating that when my parents back off, it gives me a chance to find my own way.
Vanessa, I feel like you're so great when it comes to communication, but talk to me, give us your best piece of advice, because I feel like one of the toughest things with teenagers is connecting with them, communicating. You can tell something's wrong, but how do you get it out of them?
You don't try to get it out of them.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, it's really about a lighter touch.
Okay.
It's about having fun. It's about blasting the music, rolling down the windows. It's about lightening up and laughing and creating a place where we're calm and we're co-regulated.
Got it.
We're able to get in there by not trying to so hard.
Okay, we could talk forever. Real quickly though, if people want to connect with you, there's a seminar today, right, at noon?
Yep, at noon on Facebook, on Not My Kid on Facebook for sure. And then Vanessa at notmykid.org. I will triage you. We will figure it out. We'll meet with your family, whatever you need.
All right. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Arizona. Good stuff.
Arizona's Family News is brought to you by Sweet James Accident Attorneys.
After a car accident, never take the insurance company's first offer.
Call Esquire Law. We've gotten our clients 10, 20. We got one client over 50 times more. $750,000. Call Esquire Law. 800-830-4144.
Another episode of Not Your Average Joe by Parker & Sons.
Oh, thank goodness you're here, Joe. The kitchen sink's leaking everywhere, and I need a trust-certified professional.
Don't worry. I got this.
Voted #1 by consumers in Ranking Arizona for 12 years running. You can trust Parker & Sons.
I'm all done.
Thanks, Joe. Now if I could just find someone to help me finish dinner.
Don't worry. I got this.
Call Parker & Sons today. We're not your average Joe.
It's really quite simple. Great tasting water at every faucet.